Hey everyone, here for our next installment on our Sean Spook Show channel. Today I want to talk about one of my passions, collecting vinyl horror soundtracks. While my collection may not be anywhere near as big as some others, it is one that I'm obviously looking to continue to grow as things come out that I want or can/afford. But I think I have a pretty good start to my collection. So let me start off with showing you some of what I got. First up I have John Carpenter's Halloween. This is the original soundtrack. I don't believe this one is on colored vinyl. This is just basic black vinyl. Yeah, this is just basic black vinyl. There is really cool gatefold with this one. So it was cool when they include those in there. And then I'll follow that up with the 2018 Halloween soundtrack. Oops, that fell out of the box, out of the sleeve. This one on the back. And this one also doesn't have a gatefold, but it does have a really cool sleeve for the vinyl itself. Then one I have, out of most of all the franchises, I have a lot of Friday the 13th. Here we have Friday the 13th Part 1. This one, as you can see, is signed by Ari Lehman, who plays Jason in Part 1. Definitely my favorite one in my collection. Friday the 13th Part 2. This one, I believe, is Waxworks Records release. Some insanely amazing artwork on this one. I believe this has a gatefold as well, yes. You can see that's pretty kick-ass. Then I have Part 4, the final chapter. And then I skipped Part 3, which I don't own yet, but that's definitely on my list of vinyl that I want. Then we have Part 5. This one was an FYE exclusive vinyl. I forget what it was numbered to. 750 copies. It's on like a crystal blue vinyl. Another one of my favorites, 1970s Mark of the Devil soundtrack. This one is limited, number 105 out of 500, down here in the corner. I believe this is colored vinyl as well. This is on a cool black and orange splatter vinyl. Next we have Silent Night, Deadly Night. So another one with some really great artwork on it. Another one with a gatefold. And this also came with a couple pieces of the film reel from one of the original ones that was from back in the day. Next up, another Waxworks Records release. This is from The Prowler, one of my favorite horror soundtracks. This one is on green vinyl, green and black, and it has rose splatters on it. Another super classic vinyl, we have Tourist Trap. Definitely in my top 10 of all-time favorite horror soundtracks. Again, with a really great gatefold. I have The Exorcist, but I definitely need to upgrade this. This isn't the best condition with the vinyl. I would like to get the Waxworks Records release for this, but this will have to do for now. Next up we have what I consider the scariest soundtrack out of all horror soundtracks, the Nightmare on Elm Street soundtrack, the original. This one to me is just the spookiest music. Another really great gatefold with that one. Next up, another Waxworks Records release, House 1 and 2, which is also Harry Manfredini, who does all of the Friday the 13th soundtracks. This has both Part 1 and 2 with it. Then we have the very fun Return of the Living Dead soundtrack, which isn't a score, it's just the Got all the punk artists from all the songs that are in the movie. My favorite one on here is, without question, Burn the Flames from Roky Erickson. Very, very cool song. Then we have a very, very big fan favorite, the Trick or Treat soundtrack. I think this one's a Waxwork release, I'm not sure. This one came with a really cool poster, but I gave that to my son. Again, with the great gatefold. This one's a little bit different. This is a double vinyl. The first three sides are all the soundtrack. The fourth side is kind of like a special effects sounds from the movie. You got where the kids throwing up on the porch and stuff like that. You hear all those sounds from the movie. A bunch of different stuff like that. This next one's definitely a little bit different. This is than your normal horror soundtrack. We have Pumpkinhead here. Got a lot of banjos and, you know, backwood country music like that on here. A little bit different than the normal synthesizer and all those weird sounds and everything. Then I also have a couple of fun records. This is Halloween Horrors, which is just a bunch of different sounds of Halloween. Kind of fun to have in the collection. I also have what's called Tales of the Frightened. This is a bunch of different stories read by Boris Karloff. Also a lot of fun to listen to. And the same thing, I also have Alfred Hitchcock telling ghost stories. Something a little bit different. And this next one I saved for last on purpose. So I signed up for the 2021 Waxworks Records vinyl subscription. It was $250. You get 5 vinyls throughout the year, and they also throw in a bunch of different goodies. There's a t-shirt, there's a sweatshirt, there's a vinyl slip mat, there's a what they call a spinnature. I believe Nosferatu is the spinnature you get for the subscription. Can't remember everything off the top. I know there's a lapel pin, there's a beanie, there was a calendar. So you get lots of fun stuff, and it's a really good value because for the $250, 5 records, that's at, you know, $50 a piece, which some of these cost more than that on there. So Alice, Sweet Alice was the first one they released. They're kind of slacking. It's already halfway through the year, and this is the only one I've gotten so far. But the other 4 that are coming out are Bloodsport, Carrie, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, and the one that I signed up for is Killer Clowns from Outer Space, which I am very, very anxious to get. You don't have to be in the subscription to get these. These are just a subscription variant, and they do ship to the subscribers first. And I will obviously do unboxings when I receive those. But this one they did a wonderful job on. I believe this one has a gatefold. There's the back. This has a really cool gatefold. And the vinyl is, I don't know what you would call it, but it's like a sunburst splatter. Very cool. A lot of people think, and I kind of tend to go with it, that the colored vinyl doesn't play or sound as well as, you know, your traditional black vinyl. But I really like getting the different colored vinyl, just add something to it. But again, I'll be waiting for those other 4 records. I think the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is the first time that soundtrack has been released. I could be wrong about that. I also think the same thing about the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. But I really hope that's the next one, because I just can't wait for that soundtrack, and I can't wait to see all the cool artwork that's going to come with that. So as I get those in, I will, like I said, I will do unboxings, and I will keep everyone updated with that. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you like our content.